And welcome to Talk of the Town. My friend JOToole has joined us. He's the Executive Director of the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation. John, good to see you again.
Great to be with you,
Yes.
Robyn, always.
So today we're talking about economic development throughout the entire county of Beaufort. We are now middle of April. You've been on board in your role how long?
4.5 years.
4.5 years through COVID. We're out of COVID. And so how are things going in the county?
They're going good. COVID obviously was frustrating.
Yep.
We felt like we had a lot of momentum in our first 2.5 years,
Right.
really starting to cook with fire, and then along came COVID. But we're picking up right where we kind of left off. We're having a very successful year. Our target is about $60 million a year in new investments in a diverse economy throughout Beaufort County. And it looks like we're going to get there. Our year runs from July 1st through the end of June. So we're in the final stretch here of our fiscal year.
And John, are there specific types of businesses or investments that you and your team go after for Beaufort County?
There are, Robyn. We try to focus on clean industry. We are looking to diversify the economy. Obviously, we cover it quite a bit.
Right.
Hospitality is real solid,
Yep.
blue chip industry in Beaufort County. Defense is a blue chip industry, $2.2 billion in impact on our county each year. We're looking at manufacturing, distribution, healthcare, cybersecurity, back office operations. And one of the targets I believe, aspirationally, we should really be looking for and expect to be successful are headquarters, regional headquarters for corporations.
Right. And so we've talked about this before, but you are a big collaborator with lots of partners, lots of players on the stage, if you will. Any player that really stands out that you are working with almost daily or weekly?
The biggest driver to economic development is workforce and job creation. So from our K through 12 program, Ralph and Karen in the school district, TCL, today I was on a call with TCL, looking at some prospect companies we had visited with up in the Boston area for training and trying to fill those jobs. The Council of Governments for the Lowcountry is a big help to us. Nicole Bentley at Apprenticeship Carolina is a big help to us. Ready SC and the State Department of Commerce. But workforce is the determinant factor. That's the deal maker or deal breaker today when we work with companies.
Right. And so can you share with our viewers anything on the horizon coming up specifically with any businesses? I mean, without breaking any privacy issues?
In cases, I'll be a little vague because the projects aren't announced. But Charlie Stone and I at the Economic Development Corporation are probably working on some $33 million worth of brewery projects, distillery projects, looking at Bluffton, Beaufort, and Hilton Head. So a lot of activity in that area, kind of a nice complement to hospitality and tourism. So that's interesting. Magnus, our partners at the Spec building, are going to have a certificate of occupancy. We're probably going to sign a lease with a window treatments company for half of that building. It's a 64,000 square foot building. So we're having a lot of activity. We probably have some 16 live prospects on that one building alone. So
and how do you juggle all of that, John? I mean, that's a lot to be constantly, working with.
I would say you have somebody very talented like Charlie Stone working with you, and in the next fiscal year you look to add maybe one more staff person. So
that's good news.
As they say in the song, we get by with a lot of help from our
friends.
Not just a little bit, a lot of help. So that's why we collaborate so often, because we need a lot of people kind of pulling on that rope to get the deal across the line.
Very good. JOToole, who's Executive Director of the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation. And your website is BeaufortSC EDC. Is that right? .org.
Go with Thrive Beaufort.
ThriveBeaufort.org. That would even be a better one.
Yeah.
ThriveBeaufort.org.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, good.
The other one will get you there.
But this
it's
one
another
is,
path, yeah.
Okay, perfect. John, good to see you again.
Good to be with you, Robyn.